Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Doctor Who. Hey guys, well, welcome back to the channel. Today we are watching episode 9 of season 3 of Doctor Who. I just finished episode 8 like a half hour ago. Had a little bit of a snacky poo in the middle. But I am ready to get into this episode because it ended on a cliffhanger, as the two-parters typically do. But I'm really enjoying the story. I'm really liking the performances that we're getting. And I really am liking David in this one. Not that I don't normally love David, because you know that I do. But like, he's not the Doctor at all. Like, it's just, I mean, which I guess it shouldn't be hard to not be the Doctor, but like, there's not like even like little hints of it. Well, he did say Gallifrey in the last one, so he did remember where he's from. But I don't know if at the beginning of this episode, we get the watch and boom, right in the face. And he remembers immediately what's going on and how to defeat these people, the family, who I think are supposed to like perish after like a month. Cause like, I think they need his Time Lord DNA in order to live longer. I'm not sure. That probably will be revealed at some point. But I was really liking the episode. I hate the way Martha's being treated kind of all around, not only by the Doctor, because he doesn't know he's the Doctor, but by the people at the school and the kids. And, you know, just, I wouldn't have done well in this time. If I like went back in time and I had to pretend and I had to blend in to this environment, I would so have a hard time. I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut. I definitely, if somebody sassed me, I would sass them back. I would probably get fired, kicked out, beaten to the ground by some of these people in this time frame, because I just would not put up with their shit. That's not me at all. But her navigating that to try to, you know, keep it a secret that like he is who he is. He's writing in his journal and he's drawing these unbelievable sketches. What an artist the Doctor is. But, you know, that there are things that he's remembering that he's seeing in his dreams. And I think that that's great. You know, that like one, that he's human and he's dreaming like a human, but two, that he still has the memories in there and it's still really important to him, especially Martha, because he woke up dreaming about Martha. So he kind of has a little bit of a sweetheart in Nurse Redfern. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I see like a sacrifice, I think, on her part. Unfortunately, I don't want that for her. I don't want that for him. I loved that they had their little cute, you know, moment where they kissed and then he invited her to the dance. And, you know, it's nice to see the Doctor happy and somewhat in love. And being open and free, not necessarily as open as he could be, but definitely more open than we have seen him ever as the Doctor. So I'm not going to waste any more time, because it's not wasting time. It's just me getting giddy and excited to get into this episode. So guys, let's go. Lindsay, that way. Okay. The family of blood. Great. So they do need Time Lord DNA. That's what I'm thinking. That's an assumption on my part. Come on, Tim.
Perhaps if that human heart breaks, the Time Lord will emerge.
Time Lord. Tim.
Oh, I thought I had to be right in his face. That's not the case.
Would you really pull the trigger?
She's got nothing to lose.
He looks too scared.
Scared and holding a gun's a good combination. Do you want to risk it?
Bold. I like it.
Doctor, get everyone out. There's a door at the side.
She's talking to you.
There.
No. No, Tim, come on. Ah! I want that watch from that kid.
Latimer, get back to the school. Tell the headmaster.
Don't touch me. You're as bad as them.
What? What do you mean by that? All the death and destruction around him? Probably.
Which is almost brave, this one.
I should have taken
creepy.
her for
Oh, creepy. Oh, creepy.
much more fun.
What happened to Jenny? Is she gone?
Her body's mine.
You mean she's dead?
Yes.
Bye.
And she went with precious
Come on,
little
Martha.
dignity.
Come on, girl.
Screaming.
Oh! I knew Martha wasn't going to take a life. Like, that's really hard on her, but man, I would have wanted that.
God, you're rubbish as a human. Come on!
You're rubbish as a human.
This body has traces of memory. Martha would go walking to the west.
Great, they're going to find the TARDIS.
Fine. Go to the west. Find out what she was keeping secret.
Soldiers!
As for you, mother of mine, let's go to school.
I can't wait to look up the Lloyd, whatever is Harry Lloyd. I'm sure he's like a famous actor. He has to be. He's so good. It just makes me think of Dumb and Dumber because it's Harry and Lloyd.
Sister of mine, they're such a small little thing. Find a way in and spy on them.
Why do you keep carrying around your balloon? The creepy music.
Mr. Snell, telephone for the police. Mr. Phillips, with me. We shall investigate.
No, but it's not safe out there.
Mr. Smith, it seems your favourite servant has given me advice. You will control her.
Oh, it's so hard for me to swallow.
Gotta find that watch.
Yeah, go find the watch. But also, you can't expect kids to do this.
The time is
Oh, creepy little
While
girl.
the family is abroad. Danger.
What is Tim seeing? What is he thinking about the doctor when that watch is talking to him?
I fought with the butt of my rifle when the bullets ran out, and I would go back there tomorrow for king and country.
Etc., etc.
Oh, God!
Run along, headmaster. Run back to school. And send us Mr. Smith!
Jeez. Yeah, I mean, he terrified the headmaster. Oh my gosh, Baines, you are terrifying.
Secure the passageway to the stables.
Oh, you little jerk.
The rest of us.
I hate Hutchinson. I mean, this is like a look into their future if they're going to war. It's so sad.
Soldiers!
What's happening? Oh, do we have more? We have more. How many scarecrows are in this town? I mean, will bullets even affect scarecrows? Like, don't you shoot into, like, hay bales sometimes to stop bullets? Like, I don't know if it'd even maim them.
The man you called John Smith, he was born on another world. A different species. Yeah. Then tell me in this fairy tale, who are you?
Just a human.
Just a friend?
And more than that, I don't just follow him around. I'm training to be a doctor.
Well, that certainly is nonsense. Women might train to be doctors, but hardly this Scythian, hardly one of your colour.
Ooh, I'm really not liking this.
Father of mine, what have you found?
His TARDIS.
Oh, they did
The
find
doctor
it.
can't escape.
Damn it, but they can't get in.
Fine evening we've had together.
Not quite as planned.
Tell me about Nottingham.
Sorry?
That's where you were brought up. Tell me about it.
That's not where he was brought up.
Well, it lies on the River Leen, with the southern boundary following the course of the River Trent.
She knows where it is on a map.
Tell me, John. Please tell me.
She's starting to believe Martha.
I've got to go.
Martha was right about one thing, though. There's boys, they're children. John Smith wouldn't want them to fight. Never mind the doctor.
It's true.
John Smith, I was getting to know. He knows it's wrong. Doesn't he?
Mr. Smith, if you please.
What choice do I have?
Oh. He always picks really great women. Like, what's her face? The girl in the... I almost said the microwave. The girl in the fireplace. This nurse.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you and I both survived this. And maybe I was given this watch so I could help. I'm sorry.
Good job. Yes.
Oh, yes, sir, every time.
Huh. Oh, yes, sir, every time. Good job, Tim. Thank you for realizing it. What are you just sitting in a hallway for? Like, go find John Smith.
I saw you at the dance. You were with that family. You're one of them.
Mm-hmm.
What are you hiding?
Nothing.
Show me, little boy.
I reckon whatever you are, you're still in the shape of a girl. How strong is she, do you think? Does she really want to see this?
Oh. Oh.
Time Lord.
inside the device.
Everything he is concealed away in the hands of a schoolboy.
Shoot!
But now we know that's all we need to find. The boy and the watch.
Crap!
What are we waiting for?
How do we get the watch back to the doctor?
Ready? Find the fighting point.
Oh my gosh, that kid was just a baby. Oh. At least it's just scarecrows. Oh, these poor babies. They're not ready for this.
Like you said.
Straw!
And no one's dead, sir. We killed no one.
Isn't that a relief?
It's a Cartwright girl, isn't it? Come here, come to me.
No, 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 no.
Please, don't go near her.
You were told to be quiet.
Just listen to me. She's part of it.
No one will listen to Martha because she's the black maid.
Mr. Smith, I've seen many strange sights this night, but there is no cause on God's earth that would allow me to see this child in the field of battle, sir.
A little girl with a red balloon that just walked in
me.
after you shot like men that were made of straw. You won't believe that
Take my
she's
hand.
bad?
So funny.
Not a shock. Reanimate so the straw people, the scarecrows can come back to life? It is like Hogwarts. I don't know what the first part of the spell is, but locomotor. Immortum locomotor? Something like that.
This one.
No. This one? No.
Are they gonna even have Tim?
This one, is that him?
No.
Right. Now we can kill this lot.
Oh.
Lord of Time.
Upstairs!
Oh, thank you, Tim. I mean, they're little brats, but they don't deserve to die.
Now, I insist, the pair of you just go. If there are any more boys inside, I'll find them.
Ah! Sorry for yelling. Wait, how did they move the TARDIS? They literally picked it up and moved it?
You recognize it, don't you?
Come out, Doctor!
I've never seen it in my life.
Yes, you have. You've drawn it.
I'm not. I'm John Smith. That's all I want to be. John Smith. With his life and his job and his love. Why can't I be John Smith? Isn't he a good man?
Yes, he is.
Why can't I stay?
Oh my god.
What am I then? Nothing.
You're everything.
I'm just a story.
I think I know somewhere we can hide.
We've got to keep going.
Just listen to me for once, John. Now follow me.
Martha, without a second thought, just was like, yeah, we're following her.
We should be safe here. Whose house is it, though?
The Cartwrights. And if the parents tried to stop their little girl, then they were vanished.
Yeah. Oh, she's smart.
I must go to them before anyone else dies.
You can't.
Yeah, but we need Tim first, the damn
Martha, there must be
watch.
something we can do.
Not about the watch.
You're this doctor's companion, can't you help?
Whoa.
What exactly do you do for him? Why does he need you?
Because he's lonely.
And that's what you want me to become.
Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. I didn't expect this.
I'm not an expert, but I don't think scarecrows knock.
Is it Tim? Please let it be Tim. If I see a red balloon, I'm gonna be pissed.
I brought you this.
Thank God.
We've had this watch all this time. Why didn't you return it?
Because it was waiting.
He was supposed to have it.
He was like the night and the storm and the heart of the sun. Stop it. He's ancient and forever. He burns at the center of time and he can see the turn of the universe.
Wow.
Stop it, said stop it.
And he's wonderful.
He is.
I've still got this. The journal.
Yeah, maybe find the page with the pocket watch.
This'll flush him out. This'll do it.
What is this? An invasion?
Super fun.
Meteorites?
Why did he speak to me?
Oh, low-level telepathic fields. You were born with it. Just an extra synaptic engram causing... Is that how he talks?
Uh-huh.
That's him. All you have to do is open it and he's back.
Oh, I feel so bad for John.
He gave me a list of things to watch out for, but that wasn't included.
Falling in love? That didn't even occur to him.
No.
No.
Why would it?
What sort of man is that?
Man who's afraid to fall in love.
It wasn't even that long ago, but he is everything.
He is everything.
He's just everything to me, and he doesn't even look at me, but I don't care. Because I love him to bits. And I hope to God he won't remember me saying this.
I hope he does. He needs to know.
And if they get what they want, then...
Then it all ends in destruction.
Yeah.
I never read to the end, but those creatures would live forever. To breed and conquer.
You gotta stop
war
it.
Across the stars. Martha, God. Timothy, would you leave us alone, please?
David's killing me right now. He's killing me.
I'd hoped. But my hopes aren't important.
Yes, they are.
He won't love you.
If he's not you, then I don't want him to. I had one husband and he died, and I never thought ever again.
They're all safe, aren't they? Sure. The grandchildren. Everyone's safe.
Everyone's safe. And they all send their love, John.
Thank you.
What are you going to do?
I have a new tissue holder.
Just take it, please, take him away.
Last.
Or will it destroy them if they open it?
Don't think that saved your life.
Family of mine, now we shall have the lives of a Time Lord.
Just to watch. Just to watch. He's back.
Where's it gone?
You tell me.
Oh, I think the explanation might be you've been fooled by a simple olfactory misdirection.
Uh-huh.
I don't like the look of that hydroeconometer. It seems to be indicating you've got energy feedback all the way through the retro stabilizers feeding back into the primary heat converters. Oh!
I don't know what he's saying, and I love it.
In fairness, I will give you one word of advice.
Uh-huh.
Run.
I've heard the doctor say run one too many times, but it'll never get old. He's blowing up their ship. They're stuck here and they're gonna die here. I love that for the family. I really do.
The fury of the Time Lord. And then we discovered why. He was being kind.
Oh.
He wrapped my father in unbreakable chains forged in the heart of a dwarf star. He tricked my mother into the event horizon of a collapsing galaxy, to be imprisoned there forever.
Whoa. He hid because he was being kind.
He trapped her inside a mirror. If ever you look at your reflection and see something move behind you just for a second, that's her.
So creepy.
That's always her.
What about you?
As for me, I was suspended in time, and the doctor put me to work standing over the fields of England as their protector.
That is so dark.
We wanted to live forever, so the doctor made sure that we did.
Wow. I mean, what he got to witness and what he had taken away from him, I can imagine that just brought more rage.
Oh, you look the same. Goodness, you must forgive my rudeness. I find it difficult to look at you. Doctor, I must call you Doctor. Where is he? John Smith?
He's in here somewhere.
So nonchalant.
Could you change back?
Yes.
Will you?
No.
I see. Well, he was braver than you in the end. That ordinary man. You chose to change, but he chose to die.
Travel with me.
Well, what?
It's what?
My companion.
But that's not fair.
It's not.
Please come with me.
I can't.
Why not?
John Smith is dead, and you look like him.
Yeah.
Answer me this. Just one question. That's all. If the doctor had never visited us, would anyone here have died? You can go.
Wow. He picks the most amazing women. He really does. I'm sorry, Joan.
I would have said anything to get you to change.
Oh, yeah, of course you would.
I mean, I wasn't really...
No.
Good.
Fine.
So there we are then.
There we are then, yes.
Confide in her just a little.
Thanks for looking after me.
Oh, hug. Oh, I needed them to hug. I needed that.
It's coming, isn't it? The biggest war ever.
You don't have to fight.
I think we do.
But you could get hurt.
Well, so could you. Traveling around with him, but it's not going to stop you.
Fair
Tim,
point.
I'd be honoured if you'd take this.
That's why he has the watch in the future.
You like this bit?
I never get tired of it. It's amazing.
It's now. Hutchinson, this is the time. It's now.
What is now? They lived.
They went with songs to the battle. They were young, slim, true of eye, steady and aglow.
Is he gonna see the doctor?
They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. And in the morning, we will remember them.
Oh. Oh. Well, I didn't expect that. Whew. Okay, so I was like really giddy that the doctor like was in love, even though it wasn't the doctor, it was John. And like I keep saying this, he knows how to pick them. He really does. He always gets the good ones. And I couldn't think of her damn name. I still can't think of her name. The French girl. She was amazing. Anyway, like he always has these amazing women that come into his life and influence him one way or another. And, you know, Martha, like, saying how much she like cares about the doctor, and even Tim like saying all these things that are kind of worrisome about him, that he's full of like this anger and this rage, and there's all of this stuff that's terrible about the doctor, but that he's wonderful. And Martha says that he's everything, and he is, and he's just simply everything, but what he couldn't be for Joan was John. And being able to see his life happen, and he had a full life with her. And he died an old man. Oh, man. What a beautiful, wonderful life he could have had. But I don't know if that life happens. If he lets, the family live and live for forever and take over and conquer. No, he did let them live forever. And we saw that darkness. The darkness of the doctor, and he's making them pay. The father, I don't know if he was sent necessarily, I don't know if he's dangling inside or near a dwarf star, which just means he's being tortured for all time. The mother being thrown into a black hole, the sister being stuck in a mirror, and that's what you always see, like in a mirror behind you, and you see something move, which is so creepy. I want to say like I'm happy that he goes and he visits her, but I don't. I guess just forgetting about them and leaving them be is kind of heartless, but kind of going and checking in on her every year. I don't know if that's equally as heartless or if it's just curiosity that gets him to go there. I'm like, not sure. But the brother, Baines, being a scarecrow forever, that shit is so dark. And I don't mean to smile when I say it, but I'm just like, oh, your ship is gone. I love that for you. You're gonna die in a month. And I was just like, but when Baines said that the doctor hiding was trying to be kind. FAFO. Wow, what a great story. Beginning to end, like the end of the last episode, I think the last two-parter that I remember besides the evolution of the Daleks was probably the Cybermen, where I kind of knew it was going to be resolved like right at the beginning, and I thought Tim was just going to give him the watch and he'd just open it, but the fact that John didn't want to, and that he kept saying like there wasn't a contingency if the doctor fell in love. And it's because the doctor never would have thought he would have fallen in love. He didn't think it was possible for him. Or not even possible, but like he's just like, that's nothing that we need to worry about. And John like saying like what kind of a man is this? What kind of life does he have? And Martha like saying that he's lonely. It's just like there's no enticing John to go into that life, even after reading the journal and writing in the journal and having the dreams. It wasn't enticing for him to have that life. And really what it ultimately was is that he was saving generations of children from going to war. I think that is a noble reason to choose to die. And the doctor trying to insist that John is still in there and asking Joan to be a companion, that's not fair at all, because he's not the same man. He's just not. Even if John's in there, he's not the same man. He cannot be that same person for her that John was. And I mean, she's very bold, and she's like, no. She's like, all these people died because you were here. And you are not the same man as him. The man I loved is dead. You just look like him. And that is a very bold statement. But I think something that he also needed to realize is that, like, just because she cared about a guy that like looked like him doesn't mean that she's going to care for him in that manner. And, I felt bad for Martha, because she's like, oh, that stuff I said, and I'm just kind of like, I would have been there like, did you hear everything that I said? I meant it. And I hope I meant it. Instead of like letting him kind of, off the hook a little bit or playing it down and whatever. And I'm just like, Martha. Like, she was so bold at the beginning of this episode, and I love that. I love that we had Martha that was like really taking charge of the situation, because I don't like a damsel in distress all the time. Like there's times where it happens. It's not necessarily a damsel in distress, but it's like sometimes you have to be rescued, you know? And I like that she took charge and she knew that like, because she even said like, doctor, take them outside, and John wasn't answering. And she's like, John Smith, you go, you know? I just love everything about this episode. This two-parter was fantastic. I get what everybody means by like the stinkers before it, even though they're not stinkers. They're great. They're great episodes. But then you have something like this that just stands out so much, and it was so emotional. And David really played up the fear and the terror, especially with having the kids shooting the weapons. And I was like, no, they're too young. Like they're too young to take lives. They're too young to be involved. And then like in a year, they're going to war anyways. But, you know, you're not shooting at men made of straw. You're not shooting at scarecrows. You're shooting at real people. And that's a heaviness that leaves a mark. And I wasn't prepared for these kids to have to do that so early, even a day early. You know, I'm not willing to let them let go of a little bit of their innocence and hold on to it as long as they can. And like, they were all crying, and I'm right there with them. Like that's an absolutely terrifying thing to go through. I don't think that they should have been in that situation. And, you know, I get it. I feel it. And I'm glad that John realized it, and he's like staring, and he never got a shot off and was just like, this isn't okay. This isn't right. This isn't what these boys should be doing. And seeing the terror that they have and the hurt and the ache that's happening right in front of him. I love that. But Tim made it. He's got the watch. He saved Hutchinson's life, and he pulled him out of a trench. And I love that for Tim. Hutchinson's just like, leave me behind, leave me here. Like, and Tim wasn't having it. And that thank you, doctor, was just absolutely wonderful. Oh, God, I loved this episode so much, and everything that David gave, him playing John, him playing the doctor. It actually made me not like the doctor because of seeing John and all the emotion that he was feeling and that he's capable of giving. And then seeing the doctor kind of walk in and be a little like cocky, and the way like the doctor was speaking to Joan. First of all, it was so disconnected from the time period that we're in to have the doctor speak that way to a person that's in this time. It definitely felt like he was a time traveler. Like, it very much felt like the doctor was out of place in this period. And especially because of us seeing John and his mannerisms, emotions, the way he would speak, the happiness that would pour out of him when he'd talk about things, you know, it was a stark difference. And bravo, David, for playing the same person but a different person. Bravo. Oh my gosh. I loved it ever so much. And again, like the story, like I don't even really care about the villains, the bad guys. You know, it's the performance that we get from the doctor and the continued story of the doctor and the companion and what they experience in all of their adventures is just phenomenal. And, you know, of course, you're never going to put somebody in the shoes of Doctor Who that is not good at acting and doesn't have it to give. So I definitely, like, I'm very excited to get to Shooty at some point because I think he's a fantastic actor. But like, I'm very much looking forward to seeing all the performances of the Doctor. And I can see why David is a lot of people's favorite Doctor, because he gives so much. He is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. I am so impressed. I am always impressed by David every episode, no matter what it is. You know, him just sitting on a chair and talking about Gallifrey, or if it's something like this where it's heartbreaking and it's so diverse in the character, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So I can't wait to get to the next episode because everybody's been talking about episode 10 and it's one of their favorites of the season. So hopefully that doesn't ruin anything for me and spoil anything exciting. I definitely, I'm definitely happy with the way that this season is going, especially off of this two-parter. If this is the jumping off point for the rest of the season, oh, come on. Oh, come on. I don't even know. I mean, how do you keep going? at this pace, at this speed, at this caliber. I can't wait for the rest of it. So guys, come back here. Oh, did I do my whole thing about Patreon? I don't think I did my whole thing about Patreon. If you want to watch full-length reaction to this episode, it will be available on my Patreon in a watch-along format. You need your own copy. We have 2 different versions that are up on Patreon. One faster, one slower. It depends on which one you're watching. Just sync them up and find out which one's which. Or look at the title. Xander titles them. So we've got that going for us, so that's nice. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What did you think of this 2-parter? What did you think about this episode? What did you think about David? What did you think about Joan? I am so impressed with the women that he picks that come in and out of his life. They are strong bitches. I love them. They're just... But I would like Martha to, like, you know, maybe have it out with him a little bit. She did admit that, like, she loves him. She didn't say in love with him. She said she loves him. I love him too. I think most people that, you know, the doctor graces love him for who he is. But definitely, I'm eager to explore that a little bit more and to see. You know, it's funny because even Tim told Martha that, like, it's dangerous what she's doing. You know, what Martha's doing is, you know, risking her life every time she travels with the doctor. Maybe she needed to hear that. I don't know. But guys, come back here for the next episode. I know you will be because it's everyone's favorite. But in the meantime, I'll see ya.